Clever Fisherman and the Golden Fish. Once upon a time, there was a poor fisherman who lived by a small seaside village. Each day, he ventured out into the vast open sea, casting his net in the hope of catching enough fish to feed his family. Life was tough, but the fisherman was grateful for the peaceful beauty of the ocean and the simple joys of his modest life. One sunny afternoon, as the fisherman worked tirelessly under the warm rays of the sun, his net grew heavy, far heavier than usual. With great effort, he pulled it in and discovered something extraordinary, a shimmering golden fish that glittered like the morning sun. But what truly left him astounded was when the fish spoke in a soft, pleading voice. "Please," begged the golden fish, "spare my life and let me return to the ocean. If you let me go, I will grant you any wish your heart desires." The fisherman, taken aback that ever humble thought, he had never believed in magic or fairy tales, and yet here was a talking fish offering him a miracle. Despite the possibilities, the fisherman shook his head with a gentle smile. "I am content with my life," he said. "I only wish for enough food to feed my family so we don't go to bed hungry tonight." The fish happily agreed, and with a flick of its sparkling tail, it vanished into the water. The fisherman returned home, somehow feeling lighter, even joyful. When he stepped into his small but cozy home, he was greeted by an astonishing sight. His dining table, once bare, was laden with the most delicious and fresh fish he had ever seen. Overwhelmed with gratitude, the fisherman sat down with his family to enjoy the feast, and for a time, his heart was at peace. However, the fisherman's wife was not as easily satisfied. Upon hearing of the golden fish and its magical powers, her eyes gleamed with ambition. She scolded the fisherman for wishing for so little. "You fool," she cried. "You could have asked for so much more. Imagine how much easier our lives could be." Reluctantly, the fisherman returned to the sea the next day. As he called out to the golden fish, the calm waves sparkled in greeting, and the fish surfaced once more. With some hesitation, the fisherman told the fish of his wife's desire for a bigger house. The fish agreed, and when the fisherman returned home, he found his simple cottage replaced by a grand and spacious home. His wife was overjoyed, yet her satisfaction was short-lived. Over the weeks that followed, the fisherman's wife grew increasingly greedy. The grand house, though beautiful, was not enough for her. She demanded wealth to fill it, and once again the reluctant fisherman approached the sea to ask the golden fish for more. The fish, still kind though growing weary, granted the wish, filling their home with gold and silver. But even this was not the end of the wife's demands. Next, she insisted on asking the fish for power. "Why should we live like ordinary people when we can rule over others?" she reasoned. The fisherman hesitated more than ever, but gave in to her persistence. He called out to the golden fish and relayed her new wish. For the first time, the golden fish seemed disheartened, but it still granted the request. When the fisherman returned home, he found his wife dressed in royal clothes, commanding servants in their newfound palace. She seemed finally satisfied, or so he thought. The fisherman tried to embrace their luxurious new life, but he found no joy in wealth or power. The laughter, warmth, and peace of their simple home were replaced by tension and strife. Meanwhile, his wife grew restless once again. She now desired the ultimate, to become the queen of all the land. This wish, however, tested the golden fish's patience. When the fisherman stood on the shore and called out to the fish, the sea was no longer calm. Angry waves crashed against the rocks, and the sky above grew dark. The golden fish surfaced, its once gentle voice now firm and resolute. "I have granted you many wishes," it said, "but greed knows no bounds. Because of this, I shall take back everything I have given." The fish disappeared into the stormy depths, leaving the fisherman standing in stunned silence. When the fisherman returned home, he found his wife in their old, broken-down cottage. The palace, the riches, the power, all were gone. The fisherman sighed, but in his heart he felt an unexpected sense of relief. It was as if a heavy burden had been lifted. The wife, however, wept bitterly. "Why didn't you stop me?" she lamented. But deep down, she too understood that they had lost sight of what truly mattered. From that day forward, the fisherman embraced the simple beauty of his humble life. Every day, he carried with him the valuable lesson he had learned from the golden fish. True happiness is not found in riches, power, or grandeur, but in being content with what you already have. This story resonates across generations as a powerful lesson about contentment, humility, and the dangers of greed. It reminds us that chasing after more, no matter how much we already have, can often lead to unhappiness and the loss of what truly matters. Perfect for a children's or moral storytelling channel, this tale can be brought to life with vibrant animations or vivid narration. Whether enjoyed around the dinner table or as a bedtime story, The Humble Fisherman's Journey is a tale we all can learn from.